Good morning everybody and welcome. Today I wanted to bring you guys 5 tips to help make Anime North just a little bit easier because it can be stressful. Really stressful. So for tip number 1, it's a pretty basic tip. Just try and plan whatever way you're gonna get to the con. Just try and plan that ahead. I know that the TTC will always have their maps up on their website. Anime North will have a list of buses that run to the con, as well as if you're at the hotels, they actually have shuttle buses running from the hotels. So if you have a cosplay that you wanna like not walk around in a lot, just wait for the shuttle bus and it'll drive you directly to the con. I believe they run about 15 to 30 minutes at a time. It depends on your hotel really, because again, if it takes you 9-minute drive there, 9-minute drive back, that's already more than 15 minutes. But if you're right next to the con, then there really shouldn't be that long of a wait per bus. And if you happen to be driving, parking is usually a bit of a bitch. And if you don't want to have to look around for parking for about 3 hours, try to show up at like 6, 7 o'clock. I know that's really early because the con I believe doesn't open until like 11, but again, would you rather be searching for parking for like 3 hours, or you know, just park there, get so much parking, you can park in the corner where nobody can park next to you, and it'll just save you a lot of time in the end of the day. Plus you can just kind of walk around, do some early shoots if that's what you're doing, or just check out the local scene. Alright, so tip number 2 is pretty basic as well. Bring water. You don't know how often people have fainted at Anime North. It's usually one of the hottest weekends here in Canada, and nobody brings water. Not a single person. Usually people have like huge suits of armor, they're wearing onesies. You're gonna get dehydrated, you're gonna pass out. Bring some water or contact one of the security guards. They will usually give you water within like 10 minutes. Just try and bring water. And also for food, usually the Tim Hortons and the Harvey's that is right next to it is jam-packed. So try to bring something with you, or just go to like one of the restaurants at like an off-peak time. Alright, so moving on to tip number 3. If you have weapons, if you can, bring them on the Thursday when you go to pick up your pass at the early release. It just saves you a little bit of extra time on the Friday. If you're not able to make it on the Thursday, then just bring them Friday morning and make sure that's the first thing you do, and try to show like half an hour early. That should give you enough time to get in there, get your stuff done, come out, and only miss like 15 minutes at the start of the day. Like, it's not too bad, just try and show up early. Alright, so tip number 4 is to make sure you bring cash. They do have ATMs there, but I believe it's like a $6 charge, and they only let you take out a maximum of $200. Now, if you have to buy like 2 swords, that's gonna be like 300, 400 bucks. You're already gonna have to pull out twice just for that sword, because most people do not have debit. It's a little bit of a pain, some do, but it's better just to have cash, and with cash, you're able to haggle a lot more. Which brings me on to tip number 5, and that's the dealer's room. If you see something that you really like, and you're like, oh, I need to buy this, I need to buy this. First off, wait a bit, because at the end of the con, they will always reduce price on everything. They gotta get rid of their inventory, so if you have to wait, that's okay. It's 2 days. What a big deal. If you're not gonna be there for the other 2 days, then that's a different story. Try and get your friend to maybe pick it up, or pick it up yourself and just accept that you're paying $15 more than what you'd be able to pay. A lot of dealers carry the same product, so if you see something you like, do a couple laps, check to see if that product is anywhere else, and if it is, if they have it for $25 and the other place has it for $20, you can now bargain. You can say, okay, well that guy has it for $20, will you give me 15? They'll probably go like 18, but either way you're already saving like $7 from what you were going to buy. Again, $7 doesn't seem like much, but like that's your lunch for the day. You just paid for lunch. And last, this is not really a tip, it's more of just like a common courtesy. If you see a cosplayer and you really like their cosplay and you take a photo of them, just ask for their name, because again, we do put a lot of work into our cosplays, so having that kind of recognition whenever you post a photo on Instagram or Facebook or something like that, it really does help drive like attention to us, and you know, we'll be very happy when you guys tag us in that. Is that it, Taco? Is that all I have to say? That's gonna wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave this video a big ol' thumbs up. I hope to see you guys at Anime North, and if you do, make sure you say hello. We'll get a photo together, do a signage or something. I don't know. Bring a marker. I'll sign something. Probably not a phone though, because like phones are pretty expensive. But something. He's my little puppy. My little Dobby. Dobby? This is Taco. Mwah.